So, hello everybody, and it is Claudia Rickard here, and as you can see,
Amber Cox. Hello everybody.
So, hi everybody, and today we're going to again be chatting about our Amber's pre-conference and my post-conference workshops that we're providing, that we get to give. I mean, this it is. I mean, we're very privileged that we get to give these at HypnoThoughtsLive. So, Amber, again, tell us more about the chronic pain. I've just seen, in fact, I just saw you have a testimonial up. That was brilliant.
Yes. Yes. So chronic pain, I'm again, welcome everybody. And I do want to preface this by saying you can still get a discount for the pre-conference and post-conference workshops. So you've got, till the end of the week. So it's time to hop in, because these offers are at a really great cost. It's very affordable, and there's an extra discount. So please jump on and sign up for hopefully mine or Claudia's pre-conference. And yours is post, right, Claudia? Yours is
yeah. Mine's on the 22nd.
Okay, the 22nd, and mine is on the 18th, Thursday the 18th. And yes, I just had another a client, another lovely testimonial on my work with chronic pain. And one of the things that I wanted to talk about was the term, and it's a long term, and I always kind of mess it up when I say it because it is a mouthful, but there's a medical term with a lot of research called psychoneuroimmunology. And it is the research about the underlying connection between stress and the central nervous system. Which is a contributing factor to chronic pain, because it takes on a life of its own. And if you think about, chronic pain that has gone on over 3 months, it gets exacerbated by the stress that the chronic pain causes. And then it can create all kinds of immune challenges within your body. Autoimmune stuff can flare up and whatnot. And so the course that I'm offering it exactly addresses this. And, a lot of times, people have certain beliefs and relationships with chronic pain. And this is also about changing that belief and reframing and how they look at it and the contributing or underlying events. And so part of this is addressing that central nervous system and how that reacts to stress, what the defenses happen in the body, and so how we can go in and with a variety of techniques very effectively neutralize and bring down the level of chronic pain so that people can, live a better life. I mean, chronic pain is an epidemic. If you want to work in the medical community more, I highly suggest that you take this class, because this is going to give you actually the language to talk to medical professionals. So it's a whole other gateway when you start to talk about it and you start to refer to, stress, the central immune system, autoimmune type diseases, that psychoneuroimmunology, you really get their attention. And so that combined with I have a manual like Claudia's going to have for hers, that's going to give you the protocols that I use for chronic pain management, and also the research behind it, and how to approach and speak to the medical community. So I'm just going to, drop that there, and to promote my class and, the value and the opportunity of attending that. So with that, I'm going to throw it back over to Claudia, and I want to hear more about, what you're offering as a post-conference. And I'm super interested in this bunny. I want to hear more about this, and I know so much, but yeah, talk to me about that.
So thank you. However, I just want to say to everybody, as you can see, Amber's video is going in and out. And do you know what? It just came to me. That reminds me almost of the metaphor around chronic pain.
Yeah, it's like, ooh, yeah.
That is what it's like.
Yeah.
It goes in and out. And then again, like chronic pain, it's actually, I'm not saying you're boring, but when things don't work, technology, it becomes boring. And it's only interesting when it's blood and guts. And this is what people have to live it with day in, day out, with chronic pain. And they don't like to talk about it. They suppress those feelings because it is boring. And then that makes it, again, just worse. It compounds it. And the body keeps the score. So I can only imagine, wonderful. I love it. I love that you're doing that, Amber. I really do.
Thanks,
So
Claudia. I appreciate that. Yes. Yeah. Great metaphor. Thank you. I've got my own pain going on here with my connection today and the lights, and I think that is very apropos for what we're talking about. So
yeah, yeah,
metaphor.
absolutely, absolutely. So, well, the bunny talk, it was a communication skill that my daughter and I came about with, and I have done a video on the history of it. However, it was interesting. It was when I was telling Scott about it, and he was going, "Oh, I've got to get you in touch with Bob Burns."
Mhm.
And I did. And I spoke to Bob, and Bob did the swan on me. And funnily enough, again, it's very similar because the child is then able to sort of like, if you like, dissociate themselves from what's going on within them, and the bunny does it. So
Mhm.
the bunny is able to tell the practitioner or their parent what is going on for them, just like my daughter did.
Mm.
I fell upon this by accident, and
Okay.
I didn't even actually know about the swan until Scott told me. So I know, sorry, Bob, I hadn't come across that. And now, of course, Bob and I are really good friends, and he's in my Facebook group,
Yes.
and so he knows that about the bunny talk, and it's along that. But there's also, I've added in other things. I've got there's toys within it. I have these things. These are all part of the things that I do with children, and I have been working with children for a long time. I've got something here. I don't know what year that goes back to, 2014, when I got a certificate for working with children in schools. So yeah, I have been working in this field for a long time, and it's time I shared.
Yes, and what I love is that I've been doing this for about 17 years, and I've had the opportunity to work from ages as young as 7 to up into like 80s. And one of the things that I love about working with children is that their imagination is wide open, and you are speaking their language because they're just all the subconscious, right? So what you're doing is really brilliant, and it is the most effective way to work with kids. We have to work with them differently, and their imagination is open and ripe. And so all of the props and things that you're showing me makes it safe for kids, gives them a language, a creative language, and creates that space where if they can't put the words to it, that they can, use their imagination and be creative by all of the really cool things that kids love that you're interacting with them with all of the props that you're showing. So I just think it's phenomenal. And I love that it's called the Bunny Talk.
Yeah, I know. And that's, because it's that's what the shape was. And that was what we did. It was like
Yeah.
Mummy Bunny and Baby Bunny. And we still use it now.
And that opens up a whole market because there's so many parents that, there are like a lot of challenges with kids and school and confidence and pressures and athletics. There's just so much that kids that are going on with their kids, and a difficulty in how to creatively or in a way that's safe and healthy to express their emotions. And a lot of times the parents just don't know what to do. So it's a great opportunity too to bring the parents in, right, and to teach them.
It is absolutely. And that's why I also do sleep talk. So I'm a sleep talk consultant, which and funny enough, it was Cheryl Ellman who she told me, she said, Claudia, because I was telling her about what I did with my daughter, the bunny.
Yes.
And I told her the history behind it. And she went, oh, she goes, Claudia, she goes, you have to do something with that. And I went,
it's perfect. It's perfect.
Okay. And then I was speaking to Carl Smith about it, and he said, do it and write a book and do this and do that. And then I was talking to, and then I spoke about it last year. And then I had a couple of people saying, you're going to make a course, aren't you? And I was going, well, everybody does it. And they said, well, if you don't, I will. And I was like, oh my gosh, right. Oh, this is mine. So
Yes.
I brought in the way I work with children, and it's it's just become a thing. And as I say, it is adaptable to teenagers and adults as well, the eye movements, because you don't have to do bunny, you can just use your finger or whatever it is with the phones that I use. So yeah, anyway, I'm very excited about it, and I know you are too. And guys, please do a post conference, do a pre conference.
Sign up. Yeah. This is the opportunity, everyone, to get some really great training and learn about maybe some new things or protocols that you've been wanting to at the world's largest global hypnosis conference, and to really take advantage of this great pre and post conference, these workshops that we're offering with Claudia and the Bunny Talk and myself on chronic pain for the non-clinical hypnotist at an incredibly great discounted rate. Sign up before the end of the week, and come see us. We're really excited and honored to be presenters and presenting a one day. So get your tickets. And if you have any questions, we are very accessible. Claudia and I are, just message us. If you have any questions at all about, one of our workshops, or, what we're talking about, need a little more information, reach out. We're not hard to find. We're easily accessible.
We are. Absolutely. Anyway, I'm going to go now. So bye-bye from me, Claudia Rickard.
Bye, everybody. Great day.
Bye.
Right.
Yes,
Bye.
okay. Bye now. Bye. Oh, I can't stop.